Hello, so today's video is a nice simple quick make which you can make for yourself or as a gift for others. The project today is a dishcloth. Recently my mum got into making her own dishcloths to be a bit more sustainable. Also they're great for using up scraps of fabric if you have some left over from other projects. This dishcloth is simple to make. It uses a bit of hessian or burlap for one side for when you need a more abrasive surface for cleaning, which won't damage any non-stick surfaces. The softer side is simply cotton and can be made from any of your favourite remnants. There's also a bit of plain cotton in the middle. To make them as sustainable as possible, you need to use 100% natural fibre fabrics and thread. This will ensure that the dishcloth can biodegrade. Here I've used cotton fabric as I have loads of remnants of this. The one I'm using in this video is a remnant from making Phil some pyjamas. But another natural fibre such as linen would work just as well. If you'd like to make a few dishcloths, either for yourself or to gift to others, I'd recommend making a cardboard template to make it easier to cut out a batch, particularly if you're using a rotary cutter. So moving on to what you'll need the following to make a 9cm by 14cm dishcloth, but obviously you can make it whatever size you'd like. You need to cut out an 11 by 16cm remnant of hessian or burlap fabric for the non-scratch scourer side, an 11 by 16cm remnant of 100% plain cotton or another natural fibre for the middle of the cloth, and finally an 11 by 16cm remnant of another 100% natural fibre fabric which you want to be on show on the outside on the softer side of the dishcloth. You'll also need 100% cotton thread. So the first step is, with your hessian fabric in front of you, place the fabric you wish to have as the soft side of your dishcloth, so the bit that you want to show on the outside. Place this right side down onto the piece of hessian. Next, place the plain piece of fabric you wish to use for the middle of the dishcloth on top, so that the main cotton piece is now sandwiched between the plain cotton fabric and the hessian. Pin or peg the pieces together, leaving a large enough gap for turning right side out. Sew all 3 layers together using a 1cm seam allowance. I've given it a generous seam allowance of 1cm considering how small it is, but the hessian frays quite a bit and arguably is the most challenging aspect of this project. One thing I would recommend is to use a large enough stitch length, because I found that if I used a too tight a stitch length it would all bunch up and crinkle a lot more. Clip the corners to reduce seam bulk and then turn right side out, ensuring the corners are pushed out. As you'll notice from this, I probably should have left a slightly bigger gap to turn it right side out. Once I turned it right side out, I gave it a press with the iron as well, just to help for the next stage. So the next step is to sew 2 lines of top stitching. So the first line is sewn close to the edge. This will just mean that you won't have to slip stitch the opening shut. The second line of stitching is parallel to this line and just a bit further in. For the one I'm doing here, I just used the edge of my presser foot as a guide and used that to sew a bit further in. Finally, to keep the 3 layers secure in the middle, sew a couple of lines of stitching in whatever pattern you like, or you can do what I've done in this video, which is just do a random pattern. It just stops it crinkling up too much in the middle, and yeah, you can do whatever pattern you like. You could free machine, I guess. So there you have it, a completed dishcloth. The great thing about this make is that you can get it done in a spare half hour. It's really handy. It's great because you can just recycle it when it's no longer usable, and they're great gifts that you could make up really quickly. Another great thing about this project is that you don't need to worry too much about accuracy or what it looks like, because at the end of the day you're going to clean your dishes with it or wipe down your worktop. That's it for this time. Thanks for watching.